Hi Sagittarius, Higher Self Magic here. Welcome to my lunar eclipse reading. I have literally waited until this moment as the lunar eclipse is just around the corner, and I'm getting the energy that is so important for us Saggis at the moment. I mean, we're all different because we've all got different placements as well as Sagittarius, but I've got a number of messages for different people from my spirit guide, from myself. This unique portal is one of total transformation and is taking us to a completely different level, to a different place in our psyche, where whatever we came here in an incarnate way to achieve, now is the time we will achieve it if we haven't achieved it yet. It's going to really shake things up. It's got the feeling of hugeness and big opportunity for it. It's the wheel is moving with the magician to make things happen for us. In this lunar eclipse, patterns are surfacing. Old stories are unraveling from time before and time to come. But we are on a journey, and this time here, if you listen to my astrology reading about a week ago, please go back and listen to that because I don't want to repeat it. The 5 planets that were in the sky were creating a very dramatic situation for us. And the end of February new moon was also setting the scene for this lunar eclipse in Virgo. And the time is just right now. In fact, time is running out in the sense that you have to transform. If you're a butterfly already, that's great. But if you're a caterpillar, you are going to be transforming into a butterfly. And it's saying that this has got to happen now. This is also a time of rebirth. So dreams, seeds that have been sown will come to fruition. But also look at the scales here. Things are going to be really well balanced after this lunar eclipse. And here we've got the stalk. So something's going to be born. But if you want a baby, this is a very good time. If you don't want to have a baby, then please be careful. And here we've got the sword showing the edge. We've got the black bird there. Here we're showing the edge of how powerful we can be and how we can make that breakthrough right now. We can be our own magician, and we are on a journey, and time is of the essence. It's not running out. It's just that time is now. We have to become that person we were meant to be right now. And so we will receive the clarity to do that. A deep knowing will rise within us. The revelations are going to be wild. You might have people contact you from the past, which will put an explanation on things, because here the death card is totally explaining the transformation you are going through. For some of you, you will have had a horrible time. It might have been a time of complete isolation because of other people's unhealthy ways, the way they've treated you. Family relationships have been unhealthy, not genuine, not true. Or it might be that you have been with someone who was addicted to something, and you have been through that situation, which in a sense made you the hermit. It gave you the hermit vibe, and this lunar eclipse is in Virgo, which is the hermit card. You're going to be shining a light over your past to move forwards. But if you're coming out of some sort of isolation period, distraughtness, feeling of devastation, some sort of emotional trauma, that the hermit energy is giving me a sort of feeling of, maybe you've been dealing with a fake person and that's now being revealed. The 5 of Cups is saying that the unhappiness that you've experienced has now got to come to an end. But a lot of Sagittarius have experienced fakeness, sadness, isolation, hurt through people, other people than themselves. And it's had a devastating effect. But here we have the Wheel of Fortune again, as we had there. And it's saying that wheel's not going to stop turning. No, you are on that wheel of success. And so I feel very confident that you are going to go through this powerful portal and invite transformation, invite realignment, invite an awakening, invite a rebirth. And this portal will accelerate the change that's been needed, that we've talked about for months. And sometimes it can take months and years for a shift like this to occur. But with this particular lunar eclipse, it could happen in a minute. So they're often linked, this type of lunar eclipse, with the planetary influences it has, is often linked to destiny and a path for you to correct the path, to get yourself back on the right path you were meant to be on from birth. And you will align with that higher path, which is going to take you to your higher future. So this eclipse is revealing to us what we have outgrown and need to get rid of. And it's calling us forwards to the next step, to the next path. And we will see, like the hermit's lamp, what's illuminated and what's not, what you're meant to leave behind in the darkness, what you're meant to go through to get to the light, to the proper light. And that illumination is going to take you to where you really need to be. So the insights, the shifts, the emotions that are rising within you, you cannot ignore now. And your hermit time, I believe, is over. I've talked about that for months with you. And a lot of Saggis have felt quite hermited out, quite isolated. I've not particularly wanted to be with a lot of people, and I've not really liked people. And many of you might have felt the same. But what no longer serves you will go now. You will make sure it will be gone. What needs to be let go of will go. Because your new timeline is here. This lunar eclipse is creating this. So say yes to transformation, whether you're the caterpillar, whether you're the butterfly. Say yes to your soul's wildest dreams. If you want to travel, make sure that that's going to be possible in your life. If you want a beautiful home, make sure that that's going to be possible in your life. If you want a career change that's going to bring more money in, or more power, or more understanding of your money management skills, your management skills, your creative, go for that. What you wildly want is now possible. So there comes a time when the old life no longer fits us, and this full moon lunar eclipse, carrying the wishes of the new moon on February the 27th, I think it was. I need to just check that date. The new moon on February the 27th brought about an emerging new path that you are likely to follow, and you are on that path now. But this full moon lunar eclipse is now illuminating it. You can't get off that path. You just got to continue going down it. And the star in the sky tonight, if there is a star, you might not be able to see it, but it is there. That's going to make your dreams come true. And of course, we're in the age of Aquarius. These next 20 years are very powerful for us because Pluto's moved into Aquarius. And so the longing, the desire of what you want becomes louder. The truth is undeniable, and you just have to go for it. Your body, your soul, your heart is telling you to step forwards into the life that has been waiting for you all along. And you've got to trust this shift, that's coming tonight. You've got to trust it. Trust what's in your head. Trust what your higher self is demanding as a request from the universe. It's like a dominant request in your body. And like the Fool, you're going to be prepared to jump right into what the universe puts in your path now. And it's going to put a number of things in your path. You might feel like you're falling off the edge into the unknown, but you're not. You are going to be landing on safe ground. And remember that the end is the beginning. So you might feel it's the end of your isolation. You might feel it's the end of a relationship. You might feel it's the end of that old job. You might feel it's the end of being in that house, or the end of being caring towards people that were non-caring to you. This is the beginning. The seeds have been sown. It might be the beginning of your total career change. You've prepared the seeds. They've been sown, and now the universe is going to propel you forward. I'm pretty sure of that. And it's like the Queen of Wands, which you are. It's saying straighten your crown, look straight ahead, straighten your crown, feel your power, get your power back, because you have given away far too much of it because of the traumas you've experienced, because of the false people that have hurt you. Be fearless. You might have withdrawn from society due to things that have happened to you. I'm feeling the isolated energy right now, but you've been in a higher self position for a long time now, and you're facing your future without the fears that you had before. And the Clock card, which we've got here, I need to pull forwards, is just so important. This is your time. This is your time. It's the time to face your fears. It's the time to take the right path. And Spirit is saying it's time to take action. Now is the time. You might feel that someone has been hiding something from you, and it's the time to find out what they've been hiding. It might be that someone is keeping something from you, and the universe will think it's the time to show you what that is. Or you could be shown a person you thought was a different person. The mask falls off with this full moon lunar eclipse. So you could be getting rid of negative energy, shedding the old you, going through a transformation. I know you're going through a transformation, and you're coming out into the sunshine. The sun is going to shine on you, and it's going to be like your rebirth. And because Sagittarius, this lunar eclipse is in your 10th house, it means that if you're destined for fame and fortune, for great things in your work, it's going to come now, because there's no joke when the eclipse is in your 10th house. You're ready to shine your light over people. You've moved through royalty. You're now in the Empress stage. That's why I've said be very careful. You're very fertile if you're of childbearing age. So this isolated energy, which could have come through grief, despair, broken heart, or bereavement or sadness, someone else is going to come in and help you overcome this sadness, these fears. So the time of this clock is telling us the challenging time is over. You're facing it head on, and you're coming into your own time on that path of fortune, and you will wear your crown straight. You will carry the regal feel about you that other people will look out and go like, wow, she is different. So if there ever is a time to take action, it's now. You're transitioning out of that bad time. We're going towards 2026, which I said many times over is the best year for Sagittarius in a long time. You've had many years of misunderstandings, involvement in relationships and situations that haven't worked out. You're going to understand why you were in them. And this eclipse will illuminate something that's been impacting your progress or your mental thinking. And we have the sword there. I want to find, yeah, there it is. That sword, which is going to create your breakthrough. That sword is going to show you how strong you are mentally, how amazing you are at taking things to the next level. And this breakthrough, which is what this card is all about, it says breakthrough, is happening at this time, and it's going to take you to things that will no longer weigh you down. It will take you out of the things that weigh you down to the things that don't weigh you down. So if you need money, money could come in. If you need a new job that's amazing to help you move forwards, or you need to show the world your creativity, your own work, and people think, wow, that's what's been going on. Something's going to happen to take you to a different level. If you've been seeing angel numbers like 777 or 444 or any numbers, I come to you always when I get numbers on my phone that completely match in sequence or in symmetry. I just know when I have to do my reading, because that always happens. And it's the same with you. If this happens in your life and you look at your phone, you see that number. You look at a train or a bus, you see that number. If that happens to you, then you could be in for a big win on the lottery. And so do play it. Just put £1 on or something. I'm not saying to spend loads of money on it. I'm just saying that this could be a very lucky time. This eclipse is also a period of healing. Let's go with my small tarot cards now, which speak volumes to me. Here, the Chariot is taking you to where you need to go. That's my fate card. You are in the Chariot and the universe is taking you to where you need to go. This is a very important period for healing. For it's a wake-up call to you about what you need in your life and what you don't need in your life, what's good in your life, what is bad in your life. And it's taking you to the good. What you have to change in your life, what you don't have to change, what you have to invest in yourself, what you spirit is working really hard with you. It's like you're in a team with spirits. And here we've got the Lover's card. Someone's going to come in, either a lover from the past, because we are in Venus retrograde. That doesn't happen very often. Brings lovers from the past back. If they're right for you, they will come back in. If they're not, a new lover will come back in. You have got Jupiter in Gemini in your 7th house, which means relationships are very important. And if someone comes in before June, they could just be the right one. So your soul, your heart is being illuminated to a new level love-wise. And also you're going to fall in love with yourself much more. You're going to really start seeing that you are better than you ever thought. You're better than the best. And you might start taking more care over your weight, over your looks. You might start wanting to look better than you have, because while you've been hibernating, you've not really cared about that. And people will come in to help you progress, not only lovers, other people that will be part of a team to push you forwards. So your soul's really being illuminated to the next level. You're really in tune with your spirit ancestors right now. And their words will come back to you. If someone in spirit was with you in your life, and you might hear something they said and you will go, my God, they were just right. And that saying, whatever they said in your life, will make you more industrious. It will have an enormous effect for you, will give you food for thought. And as I said, the sun's going to be shining on you very, very soon. And you're going to feel that sun either in a holiday, in a money situation. You're going to feel the sun on you and you're going to be able to relax. Any dark period we've been experiencing, Saggis, is coming to an end. And emotionally, spiritually, you're going to be so much stronger. We have the Empress card there. You are the Empress. And we have the Death card, and that's you're transforming into this amazing Empress, where the energy you're feeling is certainly so much better than any of the energies you've felt before. And please let me know how you're feeling, how your energy is in the comments below, what's happening to you in life, or write to me, to my email, to let me know. Some of you could be getting married. There's just so much about love. Look, I've got the love stuff there. So if you're single, wait till late April before you actually meet this person, if you've met them online, or until you delve into a physical relationship with them. But big news could come through about your career right now with this full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. This could be a landmark moment for your standing in your firm or your industry at large, because it's in the 10th house and it's an important professional development that's culminating. Uranus will send a sparkling beam to this full moon eclipse, so news will likely come as a big surprise. Books, digital, online platforms, these are the things that are going to shine right now. Your credibility is just going to zoom forwards. And if you were in limbo, you're no longer going to be in limbo. You're going to be packing up and moving on, moving up, moving into a different zone in terms of your monetary gain or your feeling of energy. If you want to refresh your home, this is the perfect time if you have the money to do so. But if you don't have the money, don't worry. That new moon on February the 27th is preparing those funds to come to you. There's a lot of luck for money coming in. So Uranus, the planet of surprise, is supportive, very supportive of this. So there could be a look to your plan money-wise, so don't feel ill-confident with that. Someone of influence or knowledge is going to come in to make you move forwards more. And as I said in my astrology reading, Mars will also be beautifully orientated with the sun this full moon. And Saturn, from your 8th house of other people's money, will also be perfectly orientated. I feel you will consider the money that may come to you as a result of this March the 13th or 14th full moon lunar eclipse will be fair, even generous. I think you're going to get some money. I really do. I hope so. And if you don't feel this is the time to move on career-wise because too much is happening in your family life or in a love relationship, don't worry. That opportunity is going to come again on September the 21st. So this eclipse is a perfect peach for you professionally, but could also be again for you September the 21st. The next eclipse is going to be amazing for you, but I'll talk about that when we come to it. Let me talk about this one a little bit more now, please. So this eclipse means that anything can happen, and it probably will. You know how things can change in 24 hours? Well, they can change for you in 24 hours now. Moreover, we also have a major planetary shift taking place. As I've said, Neptune, who rules dreams, soulmates, mysticism and meditation, returns to Aries for the first time since 1875 tonight. So is bringing some luck to you. And first of all, this eclipse this month means that life can turn completely different in an instant. If your life is completely different after this eclipse to what it was at the beginning of March, then you will know that I was telling you the truth. it may feel very different. Of course, it's not going to happen to every Sagittarius because we all have different placements. But luck is on your side for winnings, for fame, for advancement in your career, for love, for so many things, for getting on the right path. So really treat your psyche, your understanding, your spirit ancestors, your connection to spirit really seriously during these next 48 hours. So if you were incarnated with a certain path, a certain fame, it's going to come to you now. If it's not happened up to now, then this eclipse is going to put you on track on your life with what your soul needs you to live out to complete your karma. You will not leave this earth without completing your karma. And if that sounds intense, it is meant to be intense, because this full moon will bring it. It's bringing you the justice you deserve, what you were set out to achieve when you were put on this planet through your mum. And so the inevitable could happen. The inevitable will happen. And this, are you ready? Because it could happen right now. It could happen very, very, very soon. And the planet of love and abundance, Venus, is starting her rare retrogrades in March. I think she's already started it now. I'm not really sure about Venus's retrograde date. Can I find that? Let me see. It's not telling me here. But anyway, when Venus is retrograde, it can be a very good time to get back in touch with an ex that you've always loved or that has loved you, and see how they're faring. Reconciliations or closures are on offer during this Venus retrograde. If you've been waiting and waiting for some money to turn up, it may do so in this Venus retrograde cycle, which lasts about 40 nights. Why can't, oh yeah, Venus retrograde. March the 2nd it began, and it lasts for about 40 days and 40 nights. So it's been going on, and this is the time when it all can happen. And you're like between a rock and a confusing place now, but you will move out that confusing place. You will climb the rock and you will get to the other side. Old feelings could crop up, but I want to just read you this. An eclipse is when the universe changes gears. If you haven't been living in accordance with what you need to do to fulfill your life purpose, this is when the universe can thwack you right in the face so that you do. If you're already on the right path, then you really have nothing to worry about. But if you're not on the right path, then you're going to be whacked in the face, and harmony will occur after the battle you've been experiencing. And these alignments, these planets, this full moon is talking to these planets and saying, we want harmony for Sagittarius. We want harmony for many other signs. And your other placements are so important. Let me know in the comments what you are, and I will do a reading for that sign. Because your other placements are just as important. Your rising sign is so important, and I will explain that in another reading. It's not a whole month like your sun sign is. It's just 2 hourly. So it's really, really important. But this is the time to stop seeing someone or something through rose-tinted glasses. This lunar eclipse will make dreams come true, and it will expose what needs to be exposed. And because it takes place just before the Mercury retrograde, which is on March the 15th, then it's a good time to tie up whatever loose ends you need to affect the changes you're seeking. I love this lunar eclipse. It's going to be so magnificent for you. And because it's in your 10th house, it's going to work so importantly for you. Let's take a few of these cards before I go. See what comes up. There we go. An old lover, an old friend. The Ace of Pentacles. New business opportunity. Money's coming in. The Hermit's speaking to you again and saying, hey, shine that light on your path. Illuminate where you're going, because you're going with your sword and you are going with your crown straight on your head. You are going to face the world head on. Here we've got that important moon shouting at you. The dogs are yelping. The moon is just illuminating your path. And the star is making your wishes come true. We've had so many repeat cards in this second shuffle. Just one or two more, please. Thank you. Can we have some cards, Spirit, please? For Sagittarius, more messages. But I think we've had some really good insight on what I believe is going to happen to you, Sagittarius. I'm really happy about that. Let's have another look. Thank you. Yes, okay, so we've got, ooh, the Nine of Cups. Ooh, that money's coming in, that love is coming in, that happiness is coming in. It is. After having had the Five of Cups for so long, you now have the Nine of Cups. You have the Page of Cups. What have I told you, Sagittarius? There's going to be happy news coming in about a child, a firstborn, your only child or your firstborn, or you're going to be having a child. And here we've got the Ten of Pentacles. It's looking so good for you, Sagittarius. It really is. I just can't believe how good this is going to be. And you're going to be in such a happy place, sharing, giving, loving. Let's take a few Moonology cards before I go. And I'll be back very soon. Thank you for your support. I have my regular supporters, FannyBoo, Charlotte. Thank you so much for your support. I just absolutely, I'm so grateful for it. And thank you to the people who do like my readings. Thank you. And the ones that comment. Here we've got, luck is on your side. What did I tell you? Ooh, the Archer knows it's on its side and a new start is coming. Wow, these cards are amazing. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I don't think we can get any better than that. I think we're on our way to total success, Sagittarius. And I love doing my readings for you. Thank you so much. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'd be very grateful, but if you could comment, that would be even greater still. It gets the algorithms moving. Thank you, Sagittarius. My loves, I'm very grateful to you. Bye-bye.